on the hardwood, and a dunk for Jokic after the three made by Jang. Tied at 23, that ended an 8-0 run. Gilgeous-Alexander is so crafty.
You gotta know if you're Peyton Watson.
Ahead for Gordon. Drive and kick to the other side of the floor. The hustle, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the body control in the bucket.
And this right here, you see SGA doesn't give up on the play.
Not at all. He goes full speed.
He was 44% last season. Never afraid to shoot. Always got to be careful of him taking charges inside. Shai, Daniels on him. Tough fadeaway. What a shot from SGA.
Coming over to help out. Look at this. I mean, look at this, folks. He does a little step back, then he does a fadeaway.
Collins trying to hand it off to Barnes, lost it. Bodies hit the floor. Joe snares it. Great pass ahead, Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the easy two. Zubats. Oh, the good anticipation. Caruso that time got the best. SGA finds an open shooter. It's Joe. Once again, no hesitation, and the result is the same as he's got himself another three.
Across his body on that play. They both took a spill. Hard spill.
Shai up and under, kept the pivot foot down. Nice move.
How about this? Just patience. I think KCP's a pretty good defender. You know,
Bertazzi trying to keep him out of the lane. And SGA scoops it inside. Nifty move through the defense.
Knife through. Just take a look at this, folks. One defender, two defender. He gets by the third one in KCP.
First half with 14 points. Gilgeous-Alexander in the lane. Oh, man. Count the basket.
James Harden, he's going to get a body into you. Watch, Payton's going to fall down. So he knows he's off bounds, so he gets into it. He's that quick little bump.
Basket counts foul.
Yeah. Walker's in there right now. Watch Tyson trying to take a charge. You're not going to get that call. Maybe 1 out of 20 times.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's 9 out of 10 from the floor. Been able to do what he wants. Plays like this, little hesitation. Once again, pulls up. And he's just got Dylan Brooks on a string. Oh, finishing it off on the other end. But SGA has had it going all night long. The razzle-dazzle, almost unstoppable.
Good job of closing out on Steph Curry, man. He's one of those guys, he's got a quick trigger.
Boy, SGA's going to have his way, come through the lane. Curry can't slow him down, and he's got a chance for three.
It's going to force the Warriors to extend their defense, which opens up those driving lanes and those attacks on the offensive glass.
This is the matchup you like. SGA driving on Stephen Curry.
Been up and down, and a whole lot of this by SGA.
He's got 13 points. This is the second leading scorer for OKC. Curry again, wiggling to the cup. That time, batted out of bounds. SGA.
He knew exactly what he was going to do on that play. He scored previously on that exact same move, except there wasn't a second defender down there as he punches it.
Payton the second. Defending Shai. Step back shot. We got a 9-point game. With over 5 minutes to go. It's out to Wiggins.
Once again, the Thunder doing a good job of picking up those loose balls.
Oh, and SGA goes right by man and then finishes it off with the left hand. He forced some turnovers.
Well, you're loving it, too, because it's setting the tone early in the ball game with plays like this. Get to the back on that tie-up.
Shai through the lane. Tough shot. Line drive after the foul from Coffey. Old-fashioned three-point play coming up. Blue-collar drive from SGA.
Trey Murphy will shoot it from anywhere, and you see an example of that. Coming off a 12-point game in his lone performance, Gilgeous-Alexander with a step-back three. Wouldn't be that vulnerable to allow themselves to work on their game to the standpoint to where maybe they don't do something well. Pelicans without 3 of their starters, and there's another deflection and another steal and another first fast break opportunity. Gilgeous-Alexander for 3. That one falls with some nail help. Boston raises up. Oh, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander put him in the friend zone. What a block. Here he is at the other end. Got a couple of birds up in the air and knocked it down. SGA.
We'll be in Los Angeles for Thanksgiving. Shai goes right up to the cup. Don't see that very often. He had some space in the red for the flush.
And all of a sudden, you know, the momentum starts to shift a little bit. Right there.
Keeping that ball moving. And see a little zone here from Dallas. Shai inside. Takes a little bump. Then he spins it home.
Take a look at this. Right there. He just snipes right through. And Gafford is going.
Center can get off a clean look here. Quickly. Shai. Marshall defending. Marshall falls. Shai open. And he switches home the three to make it a one-possession game.
And Jones has just checked back in the game, taking the place of Jalen Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander stops, starts, spins, fires. Good!
Okay, someone's starting to warm up here. Back-to-back buckets.
Off the injury report, Shai's back in the game. Pulls up. And it looks like Klinga might have got that hand up there. Shai is going to get it off in time. And by tenths of a second.
Gilgeous-Alexander working against Keon Ellis. Ellis got a hand up and one. He fouled Gilgeous-Alexander.
DeMar DeRozan, but this has got to be one of the most difficult.
Here comes SGA. In rhythm. Laces it. Stares to the bench. The man from the 6.
Into the third.
Teardrop comes off. Hartenstein signing a 3-year, $87 million deal. Coming over from the New York Knicks in free agency.
Man, that's jelly at the rim by SGA. What a move.
SGA, here we go. Look, this is what he's so good at. That looks easy.
Both these teams shot north of 50% in the first quarter, but not so much here in the second. SGA.
Defense. This is one of the best scorers we have in this league on full display. Led to that step back and separation.
Against Utah a couple of weeks ago, he hit 9 3-pointers and had a career-high 37. Euro step and one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Way to stop this guy, but if you don't contain him.
So Mobo able to finish. As Shai attacking Barrett's going to bank it in. Takes a little contact, and he's going to the line for a three-point play.
Get out quickly, and you can't set up your defense. You got one-on-one.
Having a career year so far, 17.5 points. Shai having his way here in the first quarter yet again. 18 points already.
It's just Kenrich Williams who knocked it away, and they control at the other end with a half minute to go in the first quarter.
Right here, you'll see if SGA is going to go for three.
Wow! This is very abnormal for him to be shooting this.
Now he's got the switch. Pulls Bataze out. What's he going to do? Drives it, stops it, shot fake. Oh, wow. So silky by Gilgeous-Alexander to the night thus far, and Gilgeous-Alexander putting together a few of them.
And this right here is like he's dancing right there. Great footwork.
Three-point drought continues. 1 for 7. SGA going hard to the hoop. Got the bucket and drew the foul.
That is such a strong move here. And when you're 6'6",
Miami's 12th turnover. Gilgeous-Alexander using his size to shoot over the top.
He's got 12. Has been in a little bit of a shooting slump of late as Gilgeous-Alexander scores. And
the passes he wasn't normally able to make or think about. That's left-handed late
drive right there by Foster, and Seth moving without the ball. Got right to that elbow. It's automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander with the foul. Oh, my.
So the three's not dropping for either team.
Good job by J-Dub, keeping them off the glass to allow the Thunder to get some kind of rhythm here going in the early part of this first quarter. But right now, it's coming from that guy right there, number 2 in blue.
Lead, SGA, he can go either hand. Little lollipop with the left as Randall had poked away. J-Dub finally comes up with the steal. Trying to create the odd man rush. Up ahead, it's SGA on the jam. And OKC finally able to get out of the run. Did you see that?
Okay, there's the first one. There's a second one. And he says the third time, I got it. And he just puts it in the bag and hands it off. Just
the lead with SGA on the bench. Now he's back in. Going to work on Reed. Hesitation. All the way to the cup. Plus the foul.
Coach, I can guard him. I know he's ice cold. Man, this here is cold-blooded.
Already with 3 assists. Hart. Good physical defender, and SGA just sent him to the deck for the easy finger roll. These two teams, but SGA already 12 points. Josh Hart. You don't want to make him look that bad. In quarters 2 and 3. Then in that first quarter when they put up 33 points, that offense hasn't been there. SGA again goes high off the window. He's got to wipe down into the camera. Good steal. Jaylen Brown prone to turnovers. Shai, the speed all the way to the cup. Had the step on Tatum. Counted in a foul.
Pours it on. He doesn't really, he stays low on this. He takes it.
Big production here in the first half. This game very much resembling the game against New York. SGA is going to get bumped. He got flipped on the arm. He hits the deck.
Gilgeous-Alexander feels a little bump, then throws it in.
Irie strong, so he just wants to get to his spot. That little bump makes...
2-point game, 5 minutes into the second. Gilgeous-Alexander at 8 points in that first quarter. Pulls up, jump shot. That mid-range game is lethal.
Talk about cadence of a player. I mean, just multiple moves all the time. Shift. Get him leaning left.
Like Wiggins around 9, Joe around 9, but when they get in games.
Oh, and Hart just picked up his second foul.
The Matador defense by Hart. Hocus pocus that time off the bounce.
In 28 minutes. Brunson blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. What can't this guy do? It's just incredible.
The world's most famous arena. He's been brilliant tonight on both ends.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, now the front runner for the league's most valuable player. He splits the double and gets to the basket. Nobody does it better. Off of OKC.
And right here, just takes his time right there. Allen has to respect him on the perimeter. And you're right, he just blows by.
Our second game of the doubleheader tonight. The Rockets in Sacramento.
Yeah, I was going to say, go ahead and promote it.
Oh, man! Gilgeous-Alexander, the best of the night from SGA. Pow!
Isaiah Joe, man, he's serving up a hot cup of Joe.
Shai, nice spin move, went right around Brownie, and then elevates up for that jam. As the Thunder grow the lead, and SGA was waiting down on the other end, of the offensive end. Shai spinning, got fouled by the high look, and flips it up and in with a little scoop. 90 seconds to go.
It's a big-time bucket by Kessler. He's got 17 points and 15 rebounds.
Shai looking for 50, and he delivers.
But this is the man of the moment, my goodness. 5-0. I'm not talking about...
Shai got around him, a little bit of contact, and then gets the friendly bounce to send him to the line.
Thunder looking to push. They've made their last 4 shots from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander for 3, and he drills it.
This is the likely MVP if the season stops now. Might have gotten fouled, but
Williams, no good. Finish your point, though, on that comparison with Kawhi.
Well, you know, they talk about the elite players get to their spots, and this guy, obviously, look at that. I mean, he can score at all levels, but helpless against this guy. He has the mid-range, and then this is just going through traffic. And
Monk tried to find him again.
Shai, he got down low, takes a bump, and he's going to the line.
And there was again with the cloud shot. I told you, a lot of fans have been hitting me up on social media.
Not that time for Monk, who went in there. Defense coming over. Malik Monk, bad intentions coming in. Getting the start now, a two-way player for Milwaukee. Both these teams, bunch of guys out, but there's SGA right down the lane as he powers it down.
How about this? We showed some dunks of January to stop the forward progress of that basketball, and then picked it up.
Shai trying to go to not a 1 but 2, maybe even 3 defensive players, and on the very last line of defense takes a little contact for the 3-point play.
And you love that, man. He's so relentless, and you got to respect
Shai has been able to dictate things already with the 17 points in this first quarter. Stops, goes right back to work, and lays it up and in. Unfair business from SGA.
Thunder just kept the offense rolling with a 39-point first quarter.
Likes actually creating that contact. Didn't get the call on that one, but could have been a three-point play.
Gilgeous-Alexander pulls back. Jumper's good. And you look at his strength. I've been hearing this since I was a kid, talk about.
Yeah, this is, I believe, the best mid-range game player we have in the league right now. For just a split second, he couldn't quite see the basketball until it was too late.
If you said the Suns were going to have 11 turnovers, that's Gilgeous-Alexander nails another three.
Got the ball to the shooter, and Wiggins made Phoenix pay.
Oh, Gilgeous-Alexander goes up and throws it down. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander putting on a show. And the lead now, 81-65.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander showing you the whole package. OKC on a 20-2 run out of the line, the way that he was, forcing him into the traffic, and then the backside help with the block.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a three-pointer, 46 points.
Yeah, this is just his timing on this is so quick.
Well, the Grizzlies got to do a better job of all around, a body on a body. So even if the ball is tipped out, then there should be a body on that person that is on the tip-out situation as Gilgeous-Alexander and one opportunity.
This is a Thunder team that averages 17 second-chance points a game. They have 14. It's been a rough night for Jalen Wells. 0 for 3 and 3 fouls. Backhanded layup is in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He may be the shiftiest player in the association. But I'll tell you tonight, partner, no matter who has been the main defender. One thing my mama told me is that you shouldn't lie, because it comes back to haunt you.
No, I appreciate the honesty. It's why our partnership works so well. Honest communication.
They can't stand in front, partner. It's the problem right now. And the thing I said was going to be different for Jalen Wells in this game was all of the other people he had to shut down.
A long rebound tracked down. Nice frontage pass that got deflected by Wiggins, and another Pelicans turnover.
That's the fourth steal of this first quarter.
Shai gets taken out of the three. Counting is going to the line. Possible four-point play.
Now, a season ago, teams weren't closing out on him on plays like that. But because he's become such a career best in three-point shots.
Shai down the lane, takes a little bump as you see him slide. Get a little closer, trail by as many as 21, SGA. Step back three, SGA right ahead of the buzzer. Knocks it down from deep.
And that's all you need to just snatch away the momentum.
Rebound, Jalen, the Thunder out the basketball with an opportunity to go in front. Shai wants the three.
That's a bad man.
I really don't.
He's really impressive.
Oh, Shai just picked the pocket of George. George not going to be able to catch up, and Shai flushes it down. First half.
Look at this. He's just picking the pocket. Keontae George, he's got that speed.
I mean, think about that. We keep talking about how tough the West is, and yet they have made it look easy.
And Gilgeous-Alexander makes it look easy. Veteran.
Well, this is what he does. He can get to the spots on the floor that he wants.
Star break. With key players missing. Gilgeous-Alexander rises up, jumper, rattles it in.
Come on, Mike. They send an aggressive trap. Players want this. They want two on the ball because if they get an advantage, it's going to be a bucket for them.
It doesn't matter the situation, Mike. He's always ready to pull. Shai on the step-back shot. That's a tough one. Not a problem for him either as he rips the cards from deep.
How about this guy's driving ability? Finishing through contact. You can't blame Chris Finch. This is a group that got you there.
Shai down the lane. Left-handed layup. Puts it up and gets fouled.
And that's a sight for sore eyes to see that.
From the wing man.
Do it again.
Well, that's a nice little heat check there from Man. He has knocked down his last 4 baskets.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hits Oklahoma City's 12th first half three.
That's when you got a lot of playing with so much confidence right now.
Wells trying to stay with Gilgeous-Alexander, finds a spot and nails the mid-range. He is lethal from mid-range.
Jamal Murray off the mark. He's been playing terrific basketball. 25 points per game the last month and a half. Gilgeous-Alexander finally on the board with a sweet drive and finish.
That's difficult. Closing off these driving angles on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A career high. He's also third in rebounds, second in assists. Nobody's ever finished in the top 3 of all 3. Gilgeous-Alexander on fire right now. Get another block from Williams. SGA in the open floor attacks. Count it. And the foul on Jokic. A 3-point chance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Runner-up for
the bodies in the paint. Deterrent at the rim, and then you get it to Shai in the open court.
Deep. Tatum shooting right around 36 from downtown on the season. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They're the leading scorer in the NBA this year. Through the contact, got the second one to go on the putback.
Get out and guard the 3. Al Horford got a pretty clean look at it.
And #1 in the NBA in allowing points in the paint defensively. Brown trying to stick with SGA. He rocked him that time and finished at the rim. Plenty of time for SGA to squeeze one off against Brown. No whistle. Oh, he got it to go! SGA on the JOB at the buzzer with some late game theatrics and heroics off glass.
Big stop and go against Wallace, poked away, recovered by SGA to the basket for a soft slam. Caruso bounces it top side to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fontecchio playing him. Gilgeous-Alexander struggled to get the shot off, but he still made it. That order is coming up.
George, how good is this guy?
Jason Wallace with the ball. 2 and 12 left. Starts his drive. Amazing. SGA takes the ball to the right.
Green with his first year with the Hornets. Came over from Dallas. SGA step back.
Creating space on 2 and then sends it back outside. Plenty of time on the clock for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tilting his body to the rim, counted and a foul. 19 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Powell accelerates from the line to the lane. Blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander, knocks it out of bounds. And it goes, I believe, and the official's going to talk about it here.
OKC grabs the rebound, and here comes the Thunder. Looking for their 11th straight win on the road. SGA, reverse style. Oh, that's pretty for the MVP frontrunner. Zach LaVine.
You can see in this finish here, just the ability to elevate, hang.
Quick make it 9 after the miss by Aldama. As Shai trying to get the whistle. Does. They're going to count the 2. Playing through that arm of Pippen.
A little bit late there.
Number 6. Gotta watch this matchup here. You gotta look to get it out of his hands. He's at the rim before you can do anything. Nembhard tried to come and help.
And Chet with the grab and go into the front court. Gilgeous-Alexander with a step back 3. Man, he's been shooting it.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Jonesy. 41% in March. You know how far he has come with this shot, and it's so important because
SGA spins on Hayes, got underneath, and put enough spin on it. That's a pretty move from SGA.
Oh, come on.
The timeout. 4 minutes and 8 seconds into the third.
Thunder still looking for some momentum. SGA, some fundamental adjustments. Kenrich Williams on the drive on the baseline, got all the way to the cup. Couldn't finish it, but Hartenstein trying to distribute. There's the cut from SGA off the trampoline for the jam.
How about this? Just waiting for this play to develop was Hartenstein.
5th in the league in steals. Working on Morant, who again draws it. Switch. Nice play. Shai got the block on Edey.
Great delivery by John Morant. You see Edey with the switch, seals Shai, but able to still stay with the play.
Final seconds here of the half. They took a point away of that 3 from Jalen Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander finally ends the... They call Caruso for the foul.
That's one that Shai loves right
Fabulous.
now.
what you're trying to do. It's tough to keep Ja Morant out of the lane for an entire game.
So the lead now at 15. Pippen Jr. trying to stay with SGA. Doubled up. Out to Dort from deep. That's good. Danger zone right now for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead down to 6. SGA steps back and buries it. Again, those loose balls, those 50-50 balls, OKC just seems to win every one.
That has been the story of the series.
SGA high off glass.
You see that. This is out to block the shot. SGA with a high kiss. Scottie Pippen Jr. is playing himself, like you said, into a prominent role.
SGA goes left hand.
And he said,
he took a shot. He's
on this Grizzlies team. Let's see if he can do it on this possession.
This enables the Grizzlies to play straight up here. They don't have to foul. Gilgeous-Alexander steps back and buries it. SGA, lethal.
Might have said goodnight to the Grizzlies with that nice little sweet, smooth.
Rebounded by Gilgeous-Alexander. One-on-one over Murray. He's fouled. Chance for 4.
Oh, for good measure, a little step back three. And Murray, a late contest.
Step in, steal by Dort. Dort's going to try to do it himself. He missed it. Kept alive by Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander cleans it up on the inside.
Pass on the interior. You had 4 guys get down in transit.
On the switch, Gilgeous-Alexander crosses over and gets it to go. SGA is smooth with it.
Oh, great footwork right here. SGA just takes his time. Great crossover, gets in the paint. Comes to a...
He looks like a linebacker.
Told me he weighs in at 230, Jay. He could play tight end or linebacker in the NFL right now if he wanted to.
Just Alexander just backing down his defender, Christian Brown. You know, just lost.
Murray switches on to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the cross, got to the rim and laid it home. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander 1 for 2 so far. Here, just getting underway. Off the screen. Got to the mid-range and cashes out again.
Out this game playing in man. They started out game 3 in zone, but they're putting it.
The reigning coach of the year, Coach Daigneault, calling out the play. He rejects the screen. Steps through, got it! SGA on the JOB.
But rejecting the ball screen, getting past Brown, I'm not sure about that one.
He wants to dance with Holmgren. Murray, jab, jumper. It's short. Watson, another board. Rejected on the inside. That's the play. Switch out front, Gilgeous-Alexander with Murray. The packet, the fade. He's got it! And the foul!
Came from the weak side, but Jokic, great touch. And then trying to...
Gilgeous-Alexander taking his time. High screen, Hartenstein. Shot clock is down to 6. Gilgeous-Alexander on target!
So we'll inbound it. 5.8 seconds remaining. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown defending, bodying as SGA goes to the left hand and banks it in. What a shot by SGA with a second left.
Or a free throw. And you got to watch how you close quarters against OKC.
Gilgeous-Alexander banked that one in. He thought he was fouled on the play, didn't get the whistle.
SGA able to split those top 2 defenders.
He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander, step back 3. That's good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his first 3-pointer of the game. Lead back to 3 for Denver. Gilgeous-Alexander with a sidestep and score, plus a foul. Chance to tie it at the...
Thunder right now in control. SGA connects on a 3. Who will never give up.
Well, let me say this. 25-point leads have been given up in this postseason. Going into the 4th quarter, I was a part of it. As you see, Shai.
Jokic tonight, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Caruso with yet another steal. Caruso throws it back. SGA throws it down.
Goes right at
McDaniels gets inside, double team, finds Hartenstein. McDaniels making it difficult for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets inside, pulls back, he stumbles a bit. Counted and one. SGA with a bit of a limp when he comes up, and it's the two cousins battling right there. SGA wins out. Timeout, Minnesota. Thunder up 2. Now, shot's good and one. Tucked the hit, banked it home, and a chance for a three-point play. Backs in, tries to split the defense and lost the ball. Foul, bucket, count it, and one. Some Shai sizzle here on the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander falling away, off the glass, banks it home. 9 straight points to lead up to 8.
So pure and so smooth. Dante DiVincenzo is an excellent defender, but he gets to his spot, and ladies and gentlemen,
with about a 5-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander with three-pointer, knocks it down with McDaniels right there. 7 on the 24. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up, jumper's good. 28 points. And now this is the largest lead of the night. Rudy Gobert misses a pair of free throws. 6-point lead for OKC.
Back to the zone with Rudy, to Richard's point, at the high point of it.
Cason Wallace, an open three. Got it. SGA against Gobert. Shot clock at 7. Drives, pulls back, drives again. Stops, falls down, gets it to Williams. Three-pointer. It's good. Jalen Williams with a big bucket.
he keeps that left pivot foot down. That grip on the Converse is good, and so is that three.
Boxing out, tips it to SGA. Ahead to Holmgren, one stride and a stop. McDaniels guarding, Gilgeous-Alexander, another throw up, this time Hartenstein able to get it going. Those are good shots, Richard. He has to keep taking them.
Well, those are the ones, Mike, that have been open all series. The priority.
Randle off the bounce. Caruso knocks it away. Comes out with a steal. Throws it back, and Gilgeous-Alexander, the unselfish play.
And he
gets inside. Lots of contact there. Edwards falls down, looks Ben Taylor as he goes up the floor. SGA spins, and an easy game after that disaster in the first half. Edwards, nice fake. Pass deflected and stolen. SGA down a lane, throws it down.
Coaches always say, don't fake high and throw high. You fake the pass and throw the pass, and even right there, SGA.
Defender on the floor.
And for the Pacers, if you're the Pacers coming into this, you made them adjust first. As you see, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his little lefty layup.
Gilgeous-Alexander splits the defense inside. Gorgeous move from SGA. He's got 9 early points. Indiana. Williams, SGA puts up a 3, puts it in.
The turnovers, who's shooting, who's doing what?
Shot clock turned off, no fouls to give for Indiana. 4 seconds. SGA against Shepard, puts up a 3, puts it in with 0.7 of a second remaining. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his 3rd three-pointer. This presentation of the NBA Finals presented by UTTV continues after this lead here in Game 1 of the Finals. SGA the drive, SGA the finish.
That is a ridiculous finish he brings with. There's a calmness to what he does. He's under duress from the outset of the possession.
Giving several minutes here in Game 2 of the Finals, a 30-year-old vet. Gilgeous-Alexander jumper, got it. Talk to him about it. He's the one that says, yeah, that's good for him. Gilgeous-Alexander inside, banks it home. We've got a Thunder avalanche here in Game 2. Third quarter, Gilgeous-Alexander 15 points in that first half. Splits the defense, gets inside. Wide open, corner 3. That's good. For his handle. SGA against Mather. falling away. Jump shot is good. He's got 27.
Shepard to Toppin. 5 on the 24. Pass inside. Turner shot blocked from behind. Knocked out of bounds. 3.1 remaining. Excellent defensive play. Finds some room. Gets to the rim. Floaters up and good. A soft touch, and Rick Carlisle quickly calls timeout. SGA gets inside. Left-handed. Sneaks it in.
1-on-0 transition dunk. By the time the Thunder bring the ball in bounds, they have full court pressure applied.
Gilgeous-Alexander steps back and nails the three.
Gilgeous-Alexander, ball pressure out front. Just determined, right? Stay on balance, get that defender.
Right there. The Thunder a chance to take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive, pulls back. Baseline jumper's good. OKC with their first lead of the second half. And a timeout call from Indiana.
And Shai, little push-off, slips, and he steps back into another time zone. That midi master taking the lead by 1 with 2 to go.
Up top, Nembhard fakes. Kicks it out, stolen by SGA. 2-on-1. Gilgeous-Alexander, layup is good, and a foul. A beautiful left hand and a chance for a three-point play. Gilgeous-Alexander goes into Nembhard, knocks down the shot. Nembhard wanted an offensive foul. Gets to his spot, jump shot, carry, and a foul. So slowly chipping away. Chance to cut it to 8. His third steal already. SGA pulls up, elbow jumper, got it. Timeout Indiana. That's 13 now.